Hi, it's Andres Aya with Aya Percussion coming to you from Houston, Texas. We're going to work on some warm-ups that are going to help us with our 2021 Texas All-State Timpani Etude. Now throughout this we're going to use piston stroke, which means we're going to be lifting up as we play. We're at a mezzo forte dynamic, and I want you to make sure you're lifting off the drum, no downstrokes, nothing harsh, get a nice clear tone. We're going to start in 6/8. We're going to work on our spatial awareness and some stick control. That's going to get us ready for some flexibility on these drums. Besides our piston stroke, we're going to make sure our hit spots are ideal. From the bearing edge to the center of the head, we should be about 1/3 of the way in. Okay? So this is about 4 inches here, 3.5, 3 inches, 2.5 inches as we get smaller. The higher drums are usually where you need to pay a little more attention, because if you're just a little bit off on these drums, it's really going to affect your sound and it's going to sound very harsh. Make sure you're using your ears, use common sense with your listening, and strive for your best tone. So I have my initial tuning set up, E, G, C, E, that we start with. I'm going to put the metronome at 70. So we're going to play 1 la li 2 going down the drums to start. Now I want you to alternate. Make sure you have a loose grip, and we're working on good hit spots here. Ready, go. Ready, go. So obviously I prefer you to be seated. When you are seated, make sure your arms are slightly below flat, and we can actually move our body pretty easily here, okay? Now, I want you to try that same idea, and I want you to do double right and then double left, and try to get the same sound. Ready, go. Mezzo forte. Ready, go. Now let's combine single stroke to double strokes. We're going to try to make sure it sounds the same. Okay, now let's try that same thing going up the drum. Let's start with singles, left, right, left, right. Ready, go. Okay, now let's do this with doubles. Left, left, right, right. Ready, go. Ready, go. Ready, go. All right, let's put them back to back. Ready, go. Left, right, left, right. Left, left, right, right. Okay, now let's work on some stick control at 110. We're still in 6/8. I went ahead and tuned my E's on the 32 and 23 up to the F, because this is around the 44 section that we're working on these flexibility exercises. So what I want you to do is work on some putted stickings off the right hand. Let's start on the middle drums. Ready, go. Ready, go. Ready, go. Make sure the second note is very clear. Great, let's do 4 of those. 1, 2, ready, go. For balance. Cool. Let's try that off the left hand. So left, right, right, left. Left, right, right, left. All right, let's do 4 in a row. Let's stick with that left, right, right, and now we're going to put our left hand on the 32, and we're going to sweep from the 29 to 26 with the double right, so like this. All right, let's do 4 in a row. 1, 2, ready, go. Make sure the second right. Make sure the second right is not popping out. Balance. Okay, now let's try doing that on the bottom 3 drums and then the top 3 drums. So we're gonna go 1, 2, ready, go. Focus on those hit spots. Now let's try that from the 23-inch drum going down, right, left, left. Really pay attention to your left hit spots. All right, let's do 4 in a row. 1, 2, ready, go. Let's go ahead and do that exact same pedal the same way, but then at the end, we're going to go right, left to the bottom. So it's going to go like this. Don't let anything pop out. Last time. Okay, I've changed my 29 to B flat and my 26 to D, so I have F, B flat, D, F. We're going to stay at 110. We're going to put the 8th note on now. Now we're going to practice our stick control in duple form, mostly 16th notes. This is going to require a little bit of pull on the second note. So the first note rebounds, the second note pulls the stick in a little bit. We're striving for evenness of tone, of course. So let's do a measure of 8th note doubles and then a measure of 16th note doubles, or in other words, 8/16. 1, 2, ready, go. Once you have an even tone on that, then we can move on to these other variations. Let's go ahead and start moving our doubles to the outside. So we're going to do the first measure outside right hands and leave the left hand still, and then we're going to start moving the left hands and leave the right hand still. So we have, and then we're going to switch to, so we can really focus on each hand. Then we're going to sweep both hands out. Okay, 1, 2, ready, go. That's a challenge to make sure that you're not having any notes pop out like I had a couple do, or some of the notes didn't really speak. So slow that down if you need to, or keep getting the muscle memory and consistency and experiment to make sure you have an even tone. All right, so you can apply this to a lot of different patterns. So let's start on the outsides here and work our way in the same fashion. 1, 2, ready, go. Let's go ahead and do 32 and 26 and sweep to the right. We can also start on the 23 and 29 and sweep our way to the left. 1, 2, ready, go. alternate from the right side to left side, right, left, and then we're going to do another left on the double. So we're going to go right, left, left. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Try to have no notes pop out. Good hit spots. Okay, let's go ahead and do the same thing on the way up. Left, right. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, now put those back to back. 1, 2, ready, go. Alright, so now I'm going to do the 32 and 29. I'm going to do an inverted double. So I'm going to go left lead and then start my doubles after that. So I'm going to go left, right, left. Try that. Now I want you to double that and make it 6 notes. Ready, go. Put it in 8/16 style. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, make sure that's nice and steady before we move on. The last thing I want to do is start with the same first 2 measures as a check, and then we're going to move our right hand up to the 23 and end on the upbeat as written in measure 93 and 4. So it's going to go. Go ahead and do the crescendo that's written in the music. So mezzo piano and forte. Okay, let's put the check in front of it. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, if we can have all this flexibility with the stick control and getting the muscle memory of the hit spots, then when we get to the music, it's going to be that much easier. So make sure you really perfect your hit spots and sound quality and evenness between left and right, and you'll be ready to start the piece.